basically like that. That's pretty close. Yeah, but again, I've got to get mufflers to do this. Welcome back to the workbench, where we try to make things. And we're continuing to try to make today is Revell's 1971 Olds 442, or what we're calling the Faux 42, because it's a Cutlass we're trying to make look like a 442. And we've turned our attention, or we need to start turning our attention, to the underside of the chassis. Basically, I think we've got pretty much the top side all figured out, what we're going, what direction we're going, how we're going to do this. We're just kind of waiting on getting some parts put together to be able to do that. So I thought what we'd do is turn our attention to the underside of the chassis. Let me see if I can keep the glare off of it. And what I've basically done so far is put in what I like to consider kind of like a base layer. Like, we talk about blocking in color. And that's basically what I've done here on the underside of the chassis, is blocked in color, or really it's blocked in some weathering, which is basically just using some rub and buff and then some powders, some rust powders so far, just to kind of get that base layer. Now, there is a lot we still need to do with this, which would be what I would consider like the build-up layers or whatever. So I want to do things like, some spent rubber back here in the rear fender wells, or grime and dirt and whatever. So it's like a built-up or textured type weathering after that. But I wanted to go ahead and get it a kind of a blocked-in baseline or base coat, or whatever you want to call it, of the weathering, because I do need to put in yet. There's going to be a front end that goes in here with shocks, so we got to make sure and get in the shock cups weathered up and all. You need to get the stuff in underneath, because we're going to build in an exhaust, and I want to have all that in underneath where we're going to build in that exhaust. And that's actually where I'm at now, is building in the exhaust. So we decided not to use the exhaust that came with this. One, because it honestly didn't even, it fits fine as far as in the chassis, but it did not match up here at the header tubes. I mean, it came close, but it wasn't very good. It wasn't to how I would want it. So one, that's number one. But two was also, it was as thin as this toothpick here. I mean, it was super thin, or small diameter tube. And this car, that we were working on when I had an old car like this when I was 22 and was, in that hot rod mode. I mean, the first thing I did was take it down to the muffler shop and have some 2.5 or 3 inch exhaust put on it, right? That's the first thing you do, put through some float. You gotta have it sounding right, first things first. So I just couldn't leave that stock exhaust. So we're gonna have to build a custom exhaust. That's kind of the only option. And the best way I knew to do that, or the way that I do custom exhausts typically, and I'm sure you guys, maybe you do it the same way, or maybe you have a better way you can let me know about in the comments. But I go to my old box of spent sprue. So all the old trees that, you can see all the parts have been removed from, I keep them. One, because I'm a hoarder, and two, because there's times like this that you need them. So I was able to clip a section out here and the section out right here. So by the way, this went and then turned, like it had this corner on it here. And then using those sprues, I'm able to start putting together the exhaust pipes that are going to run down the exhaust. So and if you remember right, we're just going to run straight exhaust, not straight exhaust. I shouldn't say that. A straight, it's going to be straight back. I am going to so I do have to yet get the mufflers, where we're going to cut in here and put mufflers in. And I'll probably I think what I'll do is an offset muffler. So it's going to enter on this. So the muffler is going to sit, the easiest way to put it is the muffler is going to sit here. This pipe's going to come out more right here and turn down. So it'll be offset center. I don't know how to say that the best way. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't have them yet. I don't have anything in my box of parts that's going to work just yet. But I know I've seen them where you can get offset mufflers, guys that print them. Again, this is a case to where it sure would be nice to have a printer. I'm working on the financial department right now as we speak to get a printer in, because then I could just print them out. But anyways, I've got a couple of pipes working here. And by the way, these bins, so you can see we've got actually this one has more bends in it, so I'll kind of show you. So I had to make sure you can see, I had to bend this way. I also had to kind of bend up. Now this bend here is that turn that's in the corner of the sprue that I used right here. But all those bends are super, when they're just small bends like that, you can go in there and just bend them by hand, right? And you get your bends. If you have harder bends, you can use heat and whatnot. This one, I actually had to pull that bend out a little bit, and then I'm gonna have to angle those to make them fit perfectly to the collectors. But let me see, let me set them both in place so we can kind of get a look at what we've got going so far. And I bent them over or in ways, I guess you would say, because that's where in this cross member, that's where the little valleys for the exhaust to run sits. And then we want to, if I can get them to sit right where they're supposed to go. This one might need a little bit more. There we go. See if that, because we want to go straight back like so. I think that's pretty, let me see, let me look from top. Yeah, that's pretty close to where they're going to be. And you can see we've got good, well, maybe you can't see, I don't know. But we've got, they're sitting right on the collector, so it looks perfect. I could, probably will put little flanges on the end of these pipes also using some styrene. And then, like I said, I need to cut in right here in this area for the mufflers. Again, this what we'll call the tailpipe, even though it's going to turn down in front of the front axle, I think we're going to turn it down just right here. We could also angle them out the side. I might even do that. I might come out of the muffler, which would be coming out of the muffler about right here, and then turn them out under the rocker, or over top, underneath the frame rail, underneath the rockers. That might be what I end up doing, because then I could probably put a tip on them. Make it look kind of nice, put a chrome tip on it. I'm also thinking about, and I've mentioned this before, because this is the lowest hanging part of, not by much actually though. So I might not do it. It is right about, I don't know if you guys can, let me see if I can, yeah, they're gonna fall off, what I figured. But with like this pipe sitting here, it's actually sitting right about, if I can get it back in, let me get it back in place. It's sitting about the same, on the same plane. Oh, that's the wrong one, no wonder. It's sitting about on the same plane as the transmission pan. So I thought about kind of denting them a little bit, but that won't make sense because then we'd be hitting our transmission pan. So we might not do that, but I do think instead of just turning them out, I'm going to get your input on this, you guys input. We can just turn them down right here, which was the thing you would do. And actually they turn down about right here because that's where they'd be coming out of the muffler here, and then just a little, a little angle cut or whatever to turn it down ways instead of sending it out back. Or I can send the exhaust out this way. So come out of the muffler here, and then turn out underneath the rockers. That might be the thing to do, again, because we can put exhaust tips on it. But let me know what you think. Which way would you do it? Let me get this one back in place so you can kind of see what we got working as of right now. Basically like that. That's pretty close. Yeah, but again, I've got to get mufflers to do this. Which again, it comes down to, I wish I could just walk over to my printer and print some out. So, yeah, we've got to move down that road a little faster. But anyways, let me know what you think so far about the, how the underside of the chassis is looking, and the exhaust itself. Let me know what you think. What would you do something different? Is there an idea that would be better? I think this is what I always kind of try to stay in the mindset of what I would do when I was 22 years old. And yeah, I think that's what, if I went down to the muffler shop, this is what I would want them to do. And actually, if we went to a muffler shop where they're actually doing the work, they could probably bend it, make those bends to come out from underneath the rocker. So I don't know, it might be what I do. But let me know what you think. Hit that like button down there. If this is something you want to keep up with, hit the subscribe button. We're getting close to 10,000 subscribers. That would be pretty cool to hit this year. If you want to subscribe, it's free. The likes are free. The hype button is free. Do all those things. I don't know. Do all those things everybody tells you to do on YouTube. And I will see you Monday. Bye-bye.